This is the Insert Disc 3 royalty free music intro because we're broke. But there is an actual intro coming soon, I promise. This is so dumb. God, this is so bad. This is so dumb. I'm so sorry. This is as bad as Chris's opinions on video games. Well, anyway. Welcome to the podcast. It's happening.
Holy shit.
It's happening. I didn't think it would.
It's Gamer Week.
It's been Gamer Week. Oh my god. There's so much.
My perception of time has been altered. We were supposed to record on the 20th. Oops.
Yeah, well, it's fine, but
it's been a busy week, and
I'm glad we waited. I'm glad we waited.
Because we have a lot to discuss. Yeah,
it's coming. It's coming. And I was ready for a reveal, and then for them to be like first quarter 2025, but like fucking June.
3 months.
That's so good. That's so good. I will have beaten Rebirth. I'll have beaten Stellar Blade. Perfect fucking timing. God.
Yeah.
And the trailer is so good.
I'm gonna be playing with you. We watched Advent Children, both of us, last night. You know, that came out in theaters. That's another thing that happened this week too.
Yeah, that was big,
which is cool.
We can bullet point everything. Borderlands trailer dropped. It's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be any good.
Jamie Lee Curtis though.
Yeah, I love her. But like,
gonna watch it.
If you just look at stills, you're like, oh, this is gonna be good. And then I watched the trailer and I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be good. But
really,
yeah, I don't know.
Actually, I haven't watched it. I've just seen the screenshots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'll have to check it out.
There's we got Hi-Fi Rush coming to PS5, RIP Xbox, Limited Run Games doing a physical release for it.
Physical release,
which is fucking dope.
Thanks, Josh.
God, Nintendo Direct happened this week. We're not going to talk about Nintendo Direct. As you can probably tell, we don't have Chris this episode. Chris is in Las Vegas.
He's the authority.
He's going to go gamble and win $1 billion and pay for everything the podcast
needs.
That's
right. Yep. This is insert disc 2. We're on disc 2 today.
That's how this works. But God, Nintendo Direct, Erdtree. The Junon part of the Rebirth demo came out. I have not played it yet. I've been waiting for the weekend.
I just haven't had time. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow and play the remake as well.
As soon as I got to clean the house tomorrow. I got to get ready for Rebirth, so I got to clean the house, make sure I got fuck all to do when that drops. But tonight, after we're done recording, I'm going to go play it. That fucking happened. Gamer Week. Helldivers still fucking doing awesome. Happy for them. That I still want to play it so bad.
Yeah, that's a fun IP. I'm excited. It's just Starship Troopers.
Yeah, but every time I see how it works and how the controlling of planets work and everything, it's like this guy on TikTok was like, it's like a D&D campaign, and he's like, I think the developers are just gonna kind of go with it. Like they have an idea of how they want the game to work, but I don't know. It looks fucking awesome. Also, Helldivers devs and moderators have said trans rights, so that's fucking awesome. There was a small story, but somebody in the Discord was like, hey, can we get a trans pride flag for our cape? And some guy was like, I want to escape from reality. I don't want to be reminded of it. And they were like, fuck you, buddy, you're banned. And it's like, fuck yeah.
Wow.
It's like, we know what that means.
Wow, that's awesome.
But yeah, fucking Gamer Week. It's been really good. And then Erdtree, which is all we're really going to talk about today.
Y'all know.
They gave us 3 minutes,
Erdtree time.
And that's all I needed.
Almost 8 million views on this trailer.
Jesus.
And it was happening, correct me if I'm wrong, around the same time as the Nintendo Direct, or pretty close.
Right before it.
So, it conflicted for me because I just watched the Nintendo Direct later. My focus was shifted. I
was at work. I didn't even get to watch the Erdtree drop. It was an hour after it came out. I went out on break and I had a smoke out in the parking lot and was watching it on my phone. Yeah. So we just watched it again before we started recording. That's the first time.
300,000 people waiting.
Just to fucking see 3-minute trailer. Wow. Yeah, it looks
We've come a
so
long way
fucking
since
cool.
Dark Souls 2. I just want to briefly touch on that for a second.
Because what is this next weekend is the return to what the fuck
Return
is it?
to Drangleic.
Yeah. I love that the Souls community does that shit. I think it's really fucking rad.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Last year I missed the Return to Yharnam thing, and I'm not gonna miss it this year.
The servers for the original Dark Souls 2 on console will be shutting down on March 31st.
Well, and for PS3.
Yeah.
So you can still play on PS4.
That's correct, but there are two different versions of the game. It'd be like
oh, that's right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Because it's what Scholars of
no, they're really just different games. Like it's different enemy placement. There's more bosses in the other one. And yeah, but I mean, you can play that. You can still play it solo. It's just like the online capability. It's not like they're shutting off the game. You know. It's
yeah. If you own
it's cool that they posted about it in the Return to Drangleic Reddit. They were like, hey, PS3 and Xbox 360 users. Like one last hurrah. There's also a tournament for I think Smash Wii U, hosted by like Mango or somebody.
Fuck yeah!
In the community, so they're doing one more of those as well before that server shuts down as well. But those are all things that are happening in March. We can talk about those as they get closer.
Yeah, it's all about Elden Ring right now, baby.
That's right.
That shit.
My life has changed. Who the fuck is this guy? And honestly, like the collector's editions match, like that makes sense. It just makes the most sense. It's like I've never thought about like another character being introduced that I wasn't aware of, but that totally makes sense. Another like Melania type,
and that's exactly like
they're selling the helmet too.
And I don't think he's gonna be like the big bad. He's going to be like Melania, where because they showed way too much of him and his boss fight in the trailer, and I'm like, nope, Mikla's still going to show up. We got to see Marika, like, because From has said like this is it for Elden Ring. Like,
Smotown has a new video out that was like released 6 hours ago, and I haven't got the chance to watch it yet because I was busy today. But there's lots of lore implications, like and I don't think we've seen the last of some of the characters we're familiar with either. So I think we will see some returning
who
characters. Well, I mean, I still think there's because like when you burn yourself, like did she have a flesh body or did she burn herself and her soul? Because like your soul and your body exist in like a separate place because of the way they did the death rune, like Marika and her crew.
Dude,
right? Like in layman's terms, like they did some weird shit and you can't die properly in the lands between. Like that's it. That's the whole lore. That's what this is all about.
I'm
like,
just so mad because I my last playthrough I did like 130 hours and I got this badass character and I'm on like New Game Plus and I was like, well fuck yeah, I'm gonna go into the DLC, and then I remembered I did the fucking 2 fingers or 3 fingers ending or whatever the fuck it was, the bad one. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go into the DLC with that fucking ending. I got to do a whole other playthrough. Start from scratch.
I mean, you didn't have to do that. There's a way to reverse it with, ironically, an item about Mikola. It's called Mikola's Needle. You can use it in Farum Azula. And but at that point, that's what I did because I got the Frenzied Flame.
It doesn't bring back Melania.
I do everything. Everything I encounter, I do it. Like that's how I've always played video games, and I did the Frenzied Flame thing because I was like, oh, I like Frenzied Flame.
Yeah,
like my ending, like locked in.
Yeah, and you spend fucking 30 hours
like pissed at me.
Yeah, and you gotta spend 30 hours jumping down the fucking catacombs.
Oh, the invisible catacombs to get the needle. Yeah, oh my god, you just gave me PTSD.
Yeah, so I was like,
this game is so good.
I jumped all the way down there, and I was like, fuck it, I'm embracing the flame.
I've played it 3 times. I should have played it more with how much I love it, but I've been busy, as people are.
Yeah.
I've got a character I've got ready for the next the DLC. It's not too over leveled. He's like level like 100.
I love over leveling in Souls games. So I don't even care.
Right.
That's how I play. People are, how'd you get good? I'm like, I grinded.
There's interviews from Miyazaki that are like, that doesn't matter. Like, there's like in Sekiro, there's going to be a unique, one of the most fascinating things from the interview, that from Miyazaki, that just came out in addition to this trailer, was that in addition to the combat system that's only going to work in the DLC zone, kind of like it's going to be like shadow skills or something, you know what I mean? I'm thinking the daggers, that karate, and it's a separate attack power stat separate from your
That's so funny. My one note, well, I have a few notes that I want to talk about from the fucking trailer, but I just have karate in all caps, karate.
I think that's going to be one of the like unique attack powers
imagine,
is it a new weapon type, or is it?
I think it's like it's for people who want to do like no weapon runs. Like now you have like actual.
Yeah, he called it like a monk fighting style. He
so
referenced
fucking
in the
cool.
interview. So,
I love that. I'm so confused though, because like in the trailer, you're obviously in the lands between, right? You're
like you're in the Shadow Realm. Right?
Yeah. So it's Shadow Realm. It's not like Shadow Lands.
Well,
so are they gonna pull like? Here's my
Shadowlands.
So yeah, because here's what I want to know: are they gonna pull like the Tears of the Kingdom bullshit? Which I love Tears of the Kingdom. This isn't a dig on that game, but where it's just the same map and a little bit of a few things are changed.
No,
or are we getting a whole new fucking area?
Those are completely different areas. There are areas with like Deathblight looking swamps. There are areas with Sleep looking swamps, and there's going to be additional brand new legacy dungeons. There's like at least 3.
Okay, so I keep hearing that term. What is a legacy dungeon?
Legacy dungeon means a linear Dark Souls 3 style,
Fuck
like
yeah. Okay.
So type,
like Stormgrave or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Stormvale Castle.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, that I fucking love that shit. I would love to see legacy dungeons
3.
like the size of Demon Souls levels, because that's really what they are. Like, fuck that. It's. But I swear in the trailer I saw areas that looked familiar but were changed. So that's why I'm like, is when you load in the DLC, is it going to permanently change the landscape of stuff, or do you like find a way to enter it like you do old Hunters?
So that they show it in the first shot, and that's what the community thought as well. Like Mikkela's hand there in the Lord of Blood, like his arena, Moog's arena. You're gonna touch it like you would touch the painting in Dark Souls.
Yeah. Okay. And
then you get transported into the painted world. It's the painted world. That's what, like, it's the the painted world of Ashes of Ariandel.
So you
go talk to Gale.
That's fucking insane though.
Iceland.
If that's how you enter the DLC.
Go to Greenland for a minute.
Like, okay, now I'm pissed I entered New Game Plus, but that's like in-game shit. Like at least in like Bloodborne, you can go old hunters like pretty early in the game.
Yeah.
So for people who haven't like played through Elden Ring, like they have to play through Elden Ring.
Not necessarily. You could go up to the where you need to do Vare's quest line, right? And then get the Lord of Blood, defeat Moog,
am I wrong? Like, God, I gotta replay it. I thought you had to do Fee's, or what's her name? Fia. I thought you had to do her quest line in order to get to.
No, it's the Palace. Bloody Finger quest.
Okay.
Line.
Okay.
And then you get it through Vare, and he gives you an item, and I just used it in my latest playthrough. It took me right to the mausoleum, the blood of blood.
Yeah, but even doing that early game has got to be so hard.
It was difficult. I was level 60 going through there. It was tough, but I mean, like I'm doing a full Chad like strength build right now, and like with the way they adjusted poise and weapon staggering, I can. But they didn't adjust it to like two certain abilities that I've been using, which are called Endure, and then I have one built into the Grafted Blade. It gives you like. It's kind of like so there's a poise health bar.
Dude, Grafted Blade is so fucking.
And then
good.
I give myself a third poise bar because of the ability of Endure, and then the ability.
Yeah. Grafted Blade is like, it's the Kirk hammer for me. Every time I play through Elden Ring, I'm like, I'm gonna do a new weapon, and then I'm like, nope, big ass fucking Oh, I love it.
Did you know that its ability gives you +5 in every
Yeah,
stat?
yeah. That's why I fucking love it.
50 levels.
And then as soon as you can like one hand wield that bitch, like you can fucking do
It's
so
so
much.
good early game. It's like so good.
It
Like
go. It's the
500
fucking
damage.
saw cleaver. Like it is. It can go the whole game.
Yeah.
Like I beat Elden Ring with that fucking sword.
I love that sword. I so slept on it on my first playthrough. I'm just like
No,
having
it's
a great time. I'm just like, man, swords are good.
no,
Like
it's so
fun.
fucking good.
And the great sword. I have a cold great sword that I switched to, but it's just not as fun. I got Hoarfrost Stomp on it, but it's just not it doesn't do it for me like the grafted blade because I catch people off guard because they're like, oh, I
the
forgot.
the only other weapon I really got into were scythes, which is the how I struggled on
I played
Melania.
Scythe. Remember Zoslamel?
Scythe is
Zoslamel.
the only way I could beat Melania.
Yeah.
I tried so many times. I gave up on my first playthrough. I never beat her. And then my second playthrough, fucking died to her 80 times. And then finally I did this like scythe build
Yeah.
and with the like whirlwind ability or whatever, you know, and I just went up and was like, "Oh, fuck this bitch. Oh my god." I almost feel bad. I cheesed the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
I was just like, "Fuck, fuck, fuck, fuck," cuz you know, her poise is so low.
Yeah. And you staggered her. Yeah.
Dude, God. And every time I think about Elden Ring, like it is so big. It is. I just think about like just now. I was thinking about like, don't you have to complete like Fia's quest line? And then I was thinking about what that entailed, and I was like, dude, there's so much,
so much to
so
do.
many places. Like,
I'm literally doing like I was doing like a minimalist like run like with this because I just wanted to like level up, get like a couple good things, go defeat like Melania maybe, like let a lower level.
and this is just me like simping over Elden Ring, but like, and the fact that the second playthrough is almost so much better because you figured it out and you're not as like scared, you know,
This is
like
third playthrough
so.
for me.
Yeah,
I'm
but I
like,
just mean like the first playthrough, you go to these
yeah.
awesome areas and you see these things, but you're like just kind of tunnel vision because you're like, I got this quest and I just got to get through this area and I got to get up to this place, and then you do it and you don't go back or anything because you're just so scared of dying and losing your runes. And then your
And then
second
you realize that
playthrough,
they
you're
don't
like,
matter.
yeah, your second playthrough, you're just like, I'm fucking exploring. Like, I want to see what the fuck is over here, and if I die, I die. I don't give a fuck. And there's so much.
I remember I was playing like when it came out because I played the network test as well, and I had a lot of fun. I maxed my level on that. Um, I was level like 15, right? Like so I got invaded by someone that was the game was incredibly unbalanced. So I must have gotten invaded by somebody who was level like 100 or like at least 60 or something, and they got taken out by the tree sentinel like just like you just took them out, and then I got like 40,000 runes or no like yeah 400 40 or 400,000 runes, and I could level up 40 times, and I did a full faith build with the wing scythe, and before people figured out like that like its weapon art, and everyone was figuring out the new weapon arts like the Ash of War it has on it, which is unique to it, prevents you from healing. So when we would get invaded, they'd be like trying to heal, and then they would just waste an animation, and we'd punish it every time.
God,
Good
so
times.
good.
I thought about creating another character because with Danny, he wants to make a fresh character. So I'll probably have two that I'm running simultaneously.
I am so sad you don't have it on PS5. I wish. I mean, I get it. Like you don't want to buy the game fucking 500 times, but like
It was on sale in between now and then.
yeah,
Is the agreement. So
I hope it does because I'm like,
there's many times it has been, and I wish I just grabbed it just to have.
I mean, that's what I did because I had it on PC and then I saw it for like $40, like God, I don't know, 2 Thanksgivings ago, and I grabbed it on Black Friday. It was like, all right, fucking $40, all right.
Yeah.
And then 150 hours later, I was like, yeah, this game's so fucking good.
Yes.
I still like Bloodborne more, but I think on aesthetic.
Yeah, great segue, man. Miyazaki actually addressed Bloodborne for the first time.
That's right.
In like 8 years, man. How does that make you feel?
Fuck, dude, sad.
He literally said.
I mean, happy that like I know he loves it.
He said it's not RIP, but like, what do you want? What that really means, and in business talk is, it's in Sony's hands to pull the trigger on that. So
I mean,
I'm
yeah.
hoping the success of these last two games will speak volumes, and Sony can like maybe make one more game, for the PS5. Like Miyazaki probably will not direct Bloodborne 2 or
See,
Bloodborne Remastered.
so I
Himself.
I don't want to go on a huge like Bloodborne rant, like, because I want to stick on this Erdtree stuff, but I do want to say, like, I feel like I want a Bloodborne sequel. Like that's what I want. Everybody's talking about like the PC port or a remaster or a remake, and I would love
nice.
I would love that. But
what if we had to choose one thing?
Dude, sequel all day. I want new locations, new bosses, new weapons. Like, God, can you imagine a whole new set of
New
trick
area,
weapons?
new setting, new city.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
different city, same plague. Like,
yeah, it would be crazy. Like they.
Yeah.
So yeah,
like
I mean,
be like Krot. I loved Krot.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would be thrilled if they were like, we're doing a Bloodborne remake.
Scared again. That game,
but
the shit out of me the first time I played it.
Dude, I
played it recently for the first time.
What's the
game's
The Forest and Nightmare Frontier? Fuck, God.
Oh my God.
I hated those. Every other area I could like kind of get through, but those two, dude, you get so lost in the forest.
You don't know. It looked pretty fucking scary too, man.
Dude, I know. Dude, that's one thing. Like,
Winter's Lantern was shown, so we saw that.
Okay, first off,
Winter's Lantern looking thing.
So that sucky dude.
Not the sucky dude.
Okay, well there's the sucky dude, and I was immediately like Bloodborne, like this is fucking Bloodborne vibes, 100%. And then the coolest boss that they showed, which was basically like Lawrence and Amelia had a fucking baby monster.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, holy fuck, this is like, that's all I could think. Like the big fucking dog looking thing. I was like, it's Amelia or Lawrence. Like it's what it is.
Yeah, the Chinese like thing. Like he mentions it in this interview. The lion. Very cool stuff. It's based on lore that was already written, which was cool. Like, so they're not making stuff up just for the success or anything. It's already established stuff that was written by George R.R. Martin a long time ago. There's the attack power system.
Yeah.
8 new weapon types. It's been removed and hidden from the outside world, and this veil is a symbol of that. So just like the painted world, just like every DLC we've gotten ever, really, except Dark Souls 2, which is physical areas. Well, but you still teleport to them.
Yeah, I don't know. I
always teleported to the DLC locations.
That's how it works. Like, what else are you gonna do? There's just so much. Like, did they say how big the Shadowlands were gonna be? Like, do we have an idea? I read something that was like at least as big as Limgrave.
Mm-hmm. There's no separate ending or anything like that. Just like other DLCs, it's literally
its own thing.
They're just doing the From Software playbook. Like, this is nothing. This is not new territory. We should be very happy that it is going to resemble DLCs of the past. It's building on the success of Dark Souls 3 DLCs and going from there.
Yeah, I mean, and $40. I know a lot of people had something to say about it. I think 40 is fucking.
He literally, he came out on Dark Souls again. Like, no, Dark Souls is done. Like, he was like, so they also asked, like, are there any more DLC or anything planned for the further expanded Elden Ring? He said yes. But like,
for what?
He said there's no at this point we have no plan to release another DLC after this one. In terms of DLC. Being added to the main story of Elden Ring, I think this will mark a large milestone. However, that's not to say that all of Elden Ring has come to an end. I may have said the same thing with Dark Souls 3, but I don't want to make any decisive statements to rule out future possibilities, which pretty much says Elden Ring 2, probably, and then another single DLC. This one's $40. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Like $40.
$10 for Artorias when that came out. in 2011.
I mean, fucking Helldivers is $40. Like there are full games that are $40.
Yeah, this better be like we have no confirmation on how many hours of gameplay it is. You know, there's a collector's edition for this DLC, and it's $40. They're asking a lot, I think.
They could have said 60. I'd have bought it. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
And like there are, and it's always a like, until I'm proven wrong, but there are very few studios that I'll just fucking buy their shit like day one, and From is one of them. Like I just trust From because when have they ever let us down? Like I'm just thinking, how many games did they put out, and they're all fucking stellar. Like
yeah, even like their old series. Like I could see in their future. I'd say like, give me like a quick like just speculative 4-year timeline. If Sony's smart, we'll see a Bloodborne sequel. If Sony's smart, we'll see more Demon Souls maybe. You know, if they own both of those.
Holy shit! Can you imagine a Demon Souls 2?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that would be so weird. But I mean, I'm here for it.
Break the internet. I don't understand why they're not in active development.
I think a lot of it has to do with like companies not paying attention to secondhand market. So you look at like, 7 million copies of Bloodborne were sold.
Right.
Like,
they just
that's all, and that's not great. Like so they.
No.
Like, I mean, it's not shit, but like Sony sees that and they put that next to 33 million copies of Spider-Man, and they're like, why would we fucking put money into Bloodborne?
Yeah.
And they don't understand the cult following that Bloodborne has created, or the amount of people who have gone to fucking like GameStop and bought it used.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's data. There's data there. Like someone has that data.
Yeah, I think it would be a worthwhile investment for Sony and other companies, really, like to hire people to check out Facebook groups, to look at subreddits, to see like what is going on here, like who's going to buy this.
That's quality control. Market research analysts.
Exactly. Like that's what that is. And you're not only going to get all the sales of the 7 million people who bought it and beyond who have
like
picked it up
game
since.
Trends on the like second biggest social media platform like every other month.
Yeah, I mean it's every fucking like direct Xbox showcase state of play. It starts trending.
Bloodborne
every single one. Yeah, they're like Nintendo Direct, and everyone's like, Bloodborne's coming to Switch. It's gonna happen. I'll take it. Like that's so you see that hype. If they announced like a Bloodborne 2, that hype is going to follow into new people buying the first game, mostly secondhand probably, but also you get a lot of digital sales are going to fucking skyrocket because everyone's going to go, why is everybody so fucking excited about this?
That's
and then
exactly
they're going to buy. Yeah.
They own it themselves. That's the mistake they made in the past. They realized that mistake, and that's why it's taken so long for this DLC to come out. They own it completely. They bought it. They bought the shares that Bandai Namco had in it. They're going to continue to work with them on this IP, but FromSoft has full creative control over the intellectual property of Elden Ring. Which is
we'll see where
it's weird. I didn't read the full interview. It's weird. He said, "I don't think we're gonna make another DLC." Kind of said
it's
that.
Fucking crazy. Huge. Why would they?
I know.
And I don't even know. I don't want like this is just me.
I wanted more multiplayer. I wanted features. Too.
That would have been cool, but
I expected something before now. I'm a little disappointed there. Like it's not. You can play with more people on Dark Souls 3 than you can on Elden Ring. It doesn't make any sense. I know it's big.
Yeah.
The technology's also improved since then too, so it wouldn't be that much of a stretch to add a single player. So
I'm okay if Elden Ring is just Elden Ring and the DLC.
Just one.
Like that's it, just one and done. I mean, Sekiro got one. Bloodborne so far has got one. And I feel like We don't need an Elden Ring 2. I want From to make new shit or Bloodborne. Like I want new shit or Blood, and I fucking love Elden Ring. And if they wanted to continue that world, I would be in it. But I want them to try something new or do Bloodborne. Because Bloodborne deserves a sequel. I haven't beat Sekiro, so I barely got into Sekiro.
Got robbed.
It's so
Sekiro
hard.
is their only other game of the year, I believe. I think that one game of the year.
Mm-hmm. It did.
If I'm not mistaken.
It did.
There's no DLC for that fucking game. There was planned DLC that we like to forget about, but they're just like it was just rumors, but it was just canceled internally.
I mean, can you imagine though? You're working on this DLC and then you get fucking George R.R. Martin on something. You're gonna be like, "Fuck that DLC. We're put all hands on deck."
Exactly what happened.
I mean,
honestly,
and Sekiro, like from what I've played of it, great. Probably deserved a DLC, but like we got Elden Ring.
Really did.
We got Elden Ring.
I
like,
love the mechanics.
Would you trade Elden Ring for Sekiro DLC?
Yeah, hell no.
Yeah, exactly. So
Elden Ring's Dark Souls 2. It's Dark Souls 4, baby.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like so. I don't know. Elden Ring's fucking huge. We've got this huge DLC coming out. I feel like it can stand on its own and it can stand the test of time. From needs to either do Bloodborne or make something new.
Yeah,
that's my 2 cents.
That they were going to keep adding more stuff to Elden Ring, over the next 2 years. But like in the next 2 years, I get, something else. I have hopes that they will reboot Kingsfield in a modern setting.
I think we have Kingsfield PS2 game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of us does. I have it on like my computer, but yeah, I would love to see that. I'd love to see another new IP, which is probably what they'll do. They'll probably do another like Sekiro style shenanigans after this.
Oh, you think they're gonna do something like kind of different?
Just different, yeah. Like, no. Like, what if it's just like all like just something like?
I mean, I'd fuck with it. Like
Sekiro is ninjas. Maybe it's like all wizards this time or something, and it's all like
that'd be weird.
It'd be so weird. But like you still have stats, but it's like all magic.
You see them. What if they did something like modern? Like not like.
I can't see it. He loves fantasy too much.
I mean,
for their main seller. He just did something non-modern. He didn't even direct it though. Armored Core. That's their modern.
I mean, yeah, that is fair.
We're gonna get.
That's not modern.
We're gonna get Armored Core DLC.
That's futuristic. That's not modern. I was thinking more like killing Nazis or something.
Yeah, maybe some. Well, I mean,
like you could do fantasy.
Bloodborne's the most modern they've gotten.
Yeah, right? It is true. Like, I don't know. There's a lot they could do, but
1800s. Yeah.
Erdtree is what it's all about right now, and I fucking can't wait.
Could be more excited. New weapon types, new everything.
Dude, it's gonna be. I don't even know what I want to do in it. I just know that I gotta.
I want that charcuterie board.
What is the release date again?
June 21st.
21st.
That is almost exactly 3 months.
Yeah, a Friday. That's. All these fucking leaks that were like it's gonna be in February. Every leak said Monday, and I was like, the fuck, they're not gonna release it on a fucking Monday. I would be so pissed. So good, fucking that's a Friday. I'm gonna put in my PTO on Monday, my request, and I'm gonna be like, I need the 21st through the 25th off. Like it's gonna be my new thing. My like 5 days when a game comes out. Over a weekend, because that's what I'm doing for. Well, God, I don't know if I'm probably not gonna waste PTO on Stellar Blade, but I am gonna play the fuck out of it. I don't know when it comes out, but I might take like a day off or two. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what kind of PTO I have. I can't believe this is kind of going off topic, but like I can't believe my March 4th PTO got approved in such short notice, because I was supposed to take off the 15th and the 16th of February for KatsuCon, and they wouldn't give me the 15th. And I was like, well, then fuck you. I'm taking an extra day for Rebirth. So I was like, give me the 4th off. And they were like, okay. So, hey, whatever. Yeah, worked out.
Yeah, I'm putting some focus into Elden Ring and a little bit of Final Fantasy.
Dude, I can't wait for Rebirth.
I watched I watched all the physical media like stuff that I have on Advent Children last night. There's like some cool like Final Fantasy 7 like original like recap that I watched, which was cool. It gave me some background and everything, and I was like, oh yeah, like
I don't
for all of this stuff.
I don't want to like. I know it's just you and I, so this is a shorter episode. We can like wrap it up here in a bit, but I don't want to devolve away from Erdtree. But I think we've said all we have to say. Like it's fucking hype. But like, watching Advent Children, there was this line that Rufus says in it, and he talks about like when it comes to life and death and the live stream, history is bound to repeat itself. And I was like, I had that fucking Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time at Hollywood where he just fucking points. He just fucking points. And I was like, that's what I've been talking about. Because my theory on remake has always been that the Final Fantasy VII timeline is cyclical. It just keeps repeating itself. And so basically, like, I think remake's whole end story is going to be destroy the planet. Like, that's the good ending. Because it's like every time they save the planet and they beat Sephiroth.
Yeah, that whole intro scene where it's like 498 years earlier.
Yeah, like there's...
You know what I mean?
There's going to be... Like they beat Sephiroth, they save the planet from Meteor, and then we get the fucking geostigma, the fucking plague and everything, and then humans continue to fucking like destroy the planet, and then all the humans die out. And then the planet recreates the humans, and then there's a fucking... It's cyclical. So Rufus being like, history's bound to repeat itself. I'm like, that's what it's been doing. And that's what I'm saying. So the new remake is for them to stop that cycle and just go, fuck it. Let Meteor destroy the planet. That's how we save this shit. That's how we stop it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just on the Tetsuya Nomura like wavelength because he's... I think
you're onto something there, but like it's probably multiple endings. You know, that's like a theory. That's like a theme lately.
We'll see. I don't know if they do multiple endings. Not with a story that long, that big, spanned over 3 games.
Destroy the planet.
Because in multiple ending games, your choices have to matter, and nothing's carrying over from one game to the next. So I don't see it being multiple endings. But I don't know. We'll see. It was so weird though because when we were watching Advent Children last night and it was like directed by Tetsuya Nomura, I was like, oh fuck, I forgot that. That's why this shit got so weird. And then he gets to do the remake, so I'm like, he's definitely gonna tie remake into Advent Children. He's got to. It's his shit.
Yeah. Forgot like how crazy that movie was. So it just reminded me of just like how crazy the lore in Elden Ring is and why I like it so much, how crazy the lore in Bloodborne is, you know, all these games that have been coming out lately. Just really good.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be another good year for gaming. Last year was awesome. I feel like 2020... When did Elden Ring come out? 2021? 22?
Yeah, I've 22, February.
Yeah, so that was...
25th, 2022.
I mean, you can't really chalk up a whole year to one game, but... I feel like 2020 was fucking awesome, and then 2023, and I feel like this year is going to be good. I feel like this year is going to be, I mean, aside from like Rebirth and Elden Ring, I feel like this year is going to be a good year for new IPs. Like with Stellar Blade, I know Helldivers isn't necessarily new, but what they're doing with Helldivers is totally new, and that's fucking blowing up. You have Rise of the Ronin. What's that other one? Black Myth Wukong, if that comes out this year.
God, I've forgotten all about that already.
That's going to be insane.
Rise of the Ronin, yeah, the Team Ninja game this year. Yeah.
Yeah, and Black Myth Wukong, which looks like a Souls-like. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of really good original shit coming out this year that I am super fucking stoked on.
Can't wait. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a good year.
Do karate in Elden Ring.
Right. Fucking high kick.
Windmill kick.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing a fucking bare fist run.
I'm gonna do karate with the charcuterie board strength build. Like he's like got this weapon, but he's like a kung fu like master. The whole plan.
I don't even know. Like, I think the only other thing I wanted to say was I don't think what's the guy's name? The Impaler.
Mesmer.
Yeah, Mesmer. He's not. He's going to be an optional boss.
Yeah,
he's going to be rad.
Melania.
Yeah, but like, we're going to get Mikla. We have to get Mikla. Captain. Or what if we get just America? What if she's the final boss?
She did go to the Shadowlands. Maybe that's where her soul is. Maybe that's where her soul is, man.
I think Mesmer is like a cast aside child of America.
Yeah, and he's opposing the Erdtree with the snakes.
Yeah.
That's this whole Elden Ring. Snakes, no likey Erdtree. Erdtree, no likey snakes.
It's going to be so good. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, we're like 40 minutes into this. We can wrap it up.
Yeah.
We couldn't let the fucking Erdtree trailer drop and not release an episode. So, yeah, it's Friday. You guys will probably be hearing this Sunday. But yeah, we're fucking excited. It's time. We deserve Elden Ring.
At last.
But yeah, we'll have another episode out next week. We'll have Chris back. We're going to talk about the Nintendo Direct because, that's his jam. He's eternally 12 years old.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I am too, but like I'm just like I from software.
No, I'm just playing.
No,
we'll get Chris on here to talk about Nintendo.
It's like the theme
it's
of the
his
podcast.
Thing. But yeah, so thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to check us out on all social media. Please go follow us, like the channel, subscribe, tell your friends. We've got a new intro coming soon. Super excited about that.
Yes.
I don't know. And you know what? Chris isn't here, so I guess I'll ask for him. What have you been playing this week?
Elden Ring.
Fair enough. I feel bad. I haven't played shit. Just all right. Yeah. That's the answer. Like Elden Ring. All right. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna go play Rebirth tonight. The new Junon demo. But
I played a little Tekken last night.
God, I need to get.
It's so good.
I want to get it. I love Tekken. I don't like fighting games very much, but I do love Tekken.
You would love this game. The music, the atmosphere, the arcade quest mode. Like, I'm learning much.
I'll pick it up eventually. I don't.
So good. I got it on the PS5. So and it's crossplay. Why isn't everything crossplay? Make more shit crossplay.
I know.
Like the shit. Crossplay. I don't have anybody to crossplay with because they just get it on the same platform.
Dude, I'm so mad Chris is in Vegas right now. Speaking of crossplay, because I was like ready this weekend. I was like, I'm gonna buy Helldivers. I'm gonna get PS Plus.
No crossplay.
No, it does have it. So it has PS5, PC crossplay. But it's like I don't want to fucking play with. I just want to play with you and Chris. And then Chris was like, I'm going out of town, and I'm like, well, fuck. Next weekend I'm busy with Rebirth until God knows when. So I'm like, we're never going to get on Helldivers. I want to play it so bad, though. I want to play with you guys. I want to defend Super Earth and deliver freedom to the galaxy.
We need to commit to like a hard day. Be like, no, we're not playing the game we're playing. We're playing this game for the stream.
Yeah, you got to give me at least 2 weekends
once a month.
Rebirth, though. So that's happening.
Could be during the week.
Yeah, that's true.
On like 30 minutes to Helldivers.
God, that's true. I guess maybe that's how people do it. I'm always like, how do you have time for this? And they're like, play an hour in a day. I'm like, how the fuck do you play an hour a day multiplayer?
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we just set a timer.
Yeah, I'm down. I also like the idea of us like doing a stream once a month, just playing video games. But all right,
yeah, it's like 6 hours. Anyway,
that's what we're playing. We'll have we're gonna pump out a couple episodes this month or this week real quick succession. Like you guys will hear this on Sunday. We'll probably have another one. I'm gonna get it out Wednesday, whatever we record on Sunday, because Thursday I'm incapacitated with Rebirth.
I want another like pick 10 thing. I know we've had a lot of new breaking
news. We need to do a fun episode. We were gonna do the PS1 draft, pick 5 or top 5. But,
I think we should return.
But yeah, we'll do another just fun episode. Fuck the news. But yeah, all right, yeah, like, follow, subscribe. Thanks, guys. There's no outro yet, so sorry. Bye.
Bye.